Hello again, Big V. My vortex. Everybody has their own separate vortex. They want you to have the same vortex that you've been told to have. You gotta say fuck that vortex. I'm gonna have a separate one that I talk to every day. Sometimes for fun, sometimes to get away from the world that they want me to live in. So very bad, I can't stand that one. And I feel so very lucky. I really do. It's the weirdest thing. You know, when you grow up and you're so different from everybody around you, you don't think, you know, one day I'm gonna get older and I'm really gonna wish that I had appreciated this more. But I guess if I appreciated it then, I wouldn't appreciate it so much now. Because I've spent my life looking at other people, enjoying themselves, eating dinner and whatnot. I spent all this time analyzing them, wondering what they have that I don't got. Apathy. Ignorance. Obliviousness. And it's not their fault that they're this way. It's just the way they're wired. And I'm rewired a different way over here. And I feel like I could see everything a lot more clear than the majority of those that surround me every day. And that's fine. That's alright. That's okay. I don't want them to change, just like they don't want me to change. Maybe before they did, but they realize after they get to know me that I'm pretty cool just the way I am. And I appreciate people and all their flaws, and I appreciate people just because they're people, and it makes me sad that so many want to throw that away. Yeah, so many, they say, no, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for a conversation. I don't have time for understanding. I don't have time to ask a question. I don't have time to not be satisfied with the answer to the question. I'm never satisfied with any answer I've been given. Probably because I know it's bullshit. I always have a sneaky suspicion that they're just telling me what they've been told to tell me. It's true. Very true. Sometimes we're full of shit, but most of the time we're pretty spot on. it's alright. Jesus died on the cross so I could mess up. Oh man. Jesus died on the cross so I could eat his hot dog. Bet you guys weren't expecting me to have a hot dog in the car, but here it is, baby. You want to see it? You want some of that shit, vortex? Are you Jewish? Are you Jewish? Are you Muslim, vortex? It's okay if you are. We love you. You know, as long as you appreciate the animal that died, I feel like it's okay to eat it. Most people don't appreciate it because they're not conscious of it. They don't think about it. It's like I think about all these animals dying, and it's like really sad. It's really sad to think, okay, this is an industry, a very profitable industry. See, I'm a hypocrite because I'm eating a hot dog. But I love animals, Don't think I don't understand that hypocrisy. But I also understand that it's not going to change anything. Like me not eating the animal. Like, and I think, well, that's an animal that died for like no reason at all. So if we don't enjoy it, then it's like, well, at least enjoy it. That's how I see it. And that might not make sense to people, but it makes sense to me, because it's like the animal just died in vain. The animal just died for nothing. It got slaughtered for no reason, and like people aren't even enjoying it because they're too pompous. But I understand why vegetarians and vegans are so hardcore about it. I really do. I have a lot of respect for that too. Because anybody that practices what they preach, like, I fucking love you, man. I fucking love you. I had this one vegan friend who told me, and this was like the best explanation that I've ever heard for like why he was a vegan. He said, well, I don't like people, but I don't eat people. I like animals a lot more than people, so why would I eat them? I was like, dude, that makes so much sense. But he told me he doesn't like to tell people about it because they feel the need to like justify eating meat, or they think that he's coming down on them for it. I mean, it's the same thing when like I bitch about smartphones. It's like everybody's like, well, I have to have mine, I wouldn't have this unless I have. I'm like, you don't have to explain it, dude. I get it. It's like most people are gonna do it because it's what most people do, It's like I'm driving a car. That's how I get to work. That's what most people do. Like I've said before, there are plenty of people who have them that don't abuse them. But, I don't know. I'm just stubborn, I guess. I don't like it. I don't like anything about it. It's part of that beast system. But, what if eating the hot dog's part of that beast system, too? I'm still eating it, though. Because I made it. If I throw it away, I'll just feel bad. There's a little pig that died for nothing. But nobody has to explain to me the morality of that. I mean, Jesus didn't eat meat. Joshua Yeshua, vegetarian. But, so is Hitler, though. So it's like, who's right? I mean, everybody can make a case for something. that, you know, it makes sense to them. As long as it makes sense to you, that's all that matters. My issue is, like, you're not conscious of things. As long as you're conscious, as long as you're aware of what you're doing and why you're doing it, I feel like that's all that matters. But, you know, that's hard to do if you don't ask questions.